Welcome to the Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Corey Bradley, joined by two guys that's actually from my neck of the woods, Madison, Alabama. I have Malachi Bailey, who went to Madison Academy. I have Bryson Claiborne, who went to Austin High School. Man, guys, first of all, welcome to the show. We're here in Dothan, Alabama, as Wallace Community College Selma, where these two guys play, just finished playing Wallace Community College Dothan, where I currently reside. And I've been here 11 years now, man. So, you know, leaving home can be an adjustment, especially if you're doing it for the first time. Is this your first time, both of you guys leaving home for the first time, start your freshman years? So where were you prior to? I guess you relocated before.
I wasn't anywhere before, but I used to go like camps and stuff. I used to have to spend the night in hotels alone and stuff. So I
Yeah.
kind of got used to being alone.
So have you spent most of your childhood in Decatur, Alabama, in the area?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was born in Georgia, Austell, Georgia, but then I moved to Decatur when I was 7.
So first of all, tell me what's been the biggest adjustment, Bryson, for you making, I guess, that change where you're leaving home. I know you say you're accustomed to being on the road, but it's a little different when you're away from home for months at a time. So talk about that adjustment.
At first I was a little homesick, and then I kind of got used to it, and like later on, then like when I met him as a roommate, because we met in the summer,
Okay.
and when I noticed that like we figured out we are gonna be roommates and stuff, it kind of got like more comfortable. And then we have another other two roommates. They're cool too. So like it kind of felt it made it like feel like home there. So
So Malachi, talk about your adjustment to leaving home for the first time as a freshman, being away from your parents, and it can be a little challenging, especially when it's new to you. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was hard at first. I was homesick for like a month. It was bad. I was calling my mom like every day, and I just wanted to go back home. But then after a while, once I met Bryson and all my roommates, it's kind of like we're like brothers, and then we just bonded. So it was easier to adjust with them. They made it easier to adjust.
So this show is called The Sweet Spot with Corey Bradley. When I play baseball, there is no better feeling than hitting the ball on the sweet spot of the bat, which is the reason for the name. I mean, out of all the sports I played a little basketball, I played a little football. There's no better feeling than hitting the ball on the sweet spot of the bat. So Bryson, tell me your position, and then talk about what's your sweet spot moment when you're on the field.
my position is outfield mainly, and my sweet spot on the field is like playing center mainly, and like I kind of cover ground out there, and I can run fast a
Yeah,
little bit, a little bit. Sometimes I might I steal bases and stuff too. So
yeah.
it's like
So would you say your sweet spot is like making a diving catch or getting to a ball that you thought you couldn't get to, or maybe still in the base? Like, talk about what do you think, like when you go home and you're thinking about your day, or you kind of have your highlight moments when you're replaying it at home. What what part of your game are you I guess as far as when you're home, you're doing it over and over in your head and you're playing in your head. What kind of moment is it in the box? Is it in the field? Is it still in the bases? What's your sweet spot exactly? Like, there's no better feeling than this moment in the game of baseball.
definitely a diving play. Like especially if it's like close to the end of the game, and like there's 2 outs, or like it's just like we're down or something, or we're ahead, and it's like a game saving kind of dive. Definitely that, or like making a play way in the gap or close to the fence that nobody thinks like they can get to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So yeah.
So give me your I mean, everybody has a favorite player, favorite athlete. If you're in the field, tell me a MLB player, whether it's current or former, that you like. This is my guy. This is who I watch a lot of film on, or I look up to. Who's one of your favorite athletes?
Definitely Mookie Betts. Definitely,
Okay.
yeah. I like to watch him because I kind of try to play like him or remind myself of him because he's kind of like he's not too big, but he's big enough though. He just still gets the job done, and like he has a huge arm and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So he's kind of sneaky a little bit.
Man, I love Mookie. Man, this dude play right field. You play second. You play short. Like, this dude is one of the best. Like, everybody talks about Mike Trout being one of the best. No, Mookie Betts is better than Mike. For one, Mike Trout's never healthy, but Mookie Betts is that guy, man. When you can plug that dude anywhere and he's a stud, and like I said, regardless of size, Mookie is one of my favorites too, man. I'm not a Dodgers fan, but it's quite a few players they have on that team that I like. So Mookie is one of my all-time favorites for sure. Malachi, talk about your position and what's your sweet spot moment. Like, there's no better feeling than this right here in the game of baseball.
I'm a pitcher, and my sweet spot for me would probably be like late in the game, games on the line, and probably like throwing like an off speed pitch and like the batter not even like thinking about swinging it and
Yeah,
right in the zone.
yeah.
That makes me feel like I'm the best on the field.
So talk about your pitching repertoire. What are some pitches you throw in your arsenal?
I'm a sidearm pitcher, so instead of four seam, I throw all two seams. I throw a curveball. I just developed a slider, and I throw a changeup.
What's your favorite pitch?
Right now, probably I like the slider.
The slider. So as you mentioned, sidearm delivery. How did that begin? I mean, where did that originate? Where you decided I'm gonna be a sidearm pitcher?
It was my senior year in at my high school. We always had one sidearm pitcher for our team, and our sidearm pitcher he had just graduated with the previous class. So I kind of threw like three quarters already, so I wasn't already over the top. So my coach he just said let's try like dropping it down the sidearm, and ever since then I've just been throwing sidearm, and it's been working.
So talk about that adjustment. I mean, you say you was already kind of three quarter, but um, what was that transition like becoming a full time sidearm pitcher? And did you have any players that you look up to as far as gaining ideas from on how they threw?
It was kind of hard at first because there's not a lot of sidearm pitchers in like the MLB, and I tried like going on like YouTube looking up how to throw different pitch grips, and it's really hard to find ones for sidearms. But this dude, he's on the Braves. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think he's like Razel Iglesias, and he was a sidearm pitcher. He goes over the top too, but he's mostly sidearm. So I just learned stuff from him.
I know you talking about Razel Iglesias. Yeah, came over from the Angels in the trade a couple years ago. Real good closer. Yeah, so here on the sweet spot, I have two guys. I got my guy Bryson. I got my guy Malachi. If you could tell younger student athletes, or even some maybe that are your peers, that you could give them some advice on achieving their goals and playing at the next level, what would you like to tell them?
Don't give up on your dreams. It's never too late. If you put your mind to it, then you can achieve anything. Just talent only can take you so far. Your work ethic is really what matters.
Bryson, talk about what kind of advice, kind of a guidance you like to give some of the younger student athletes. What is something that you would like to share with them that maybe somebody shared with you when you were at a younger age? I mean, you never know, and I want you guys to take this to heart. This platform that you have a chance to be something special for those that you're around and those who look up to you. So, Bryson, if you would just share as we close some things that you would like to tell some of the younger student athletes.
Yes, sir. Same as what he said with the worth ethic. Definitely work hard, very hard, and try not to let anybody like get in your head. Especially, no matter who it is, like coaches, players, even your parents. Like, don't even let them like try to get in your head and make you feel down about yourself. Like, try to have the confidence, keep your confidence, and like no matter what, no matter if you're doing bad or good, just stay confident and try not to show like your anger or like on the field. Like if you do it, take it off the field. On the field, do not try to show it because you won't get looks off of that.
So you heard it here first. Malachi Bailey from Madison Academy, Bryson Claiborne from Austin High School. And thank you guys for spending time to share and talk to our viewers and our listeners. And look out for these guys. They're at Wallace Community College in Selma. We're here at Wallace Community College in Dothan. But guys, I appreciate you swinging through the sweet spot.